Okay, so we are back with part 2. I actually just finished wrapping up part 1, which, small clarification there, that is allowed. I don't know... Okay. So you can make it happen every, quarter of a second, if you want. Whereas this would happen every 4 seconds, so essentially you can... If you're willing to do the math, it works either way. Okay. So, what I want this time, in this one, and this one will probably be very, very goddamn quick, is variables. Okay? So, if it's not inside or below a function, right, and indented, because I'll cover that in a second, everything in this is global. Nothing's private. Everything's public. Okay? So, if I go... I don't know what the hell those were doing there, but whatever. Like that, right? This is a constant. Why am I doing it there? Constant. Okay. This is a variable. Technically, they're both variables. However, constant variables are typically variables. Normally you don't change. I haven't actually bothered with it in this. That is kind of fucked up that that doesn't actually complain at you. But gonna find it in a second. Input 7. Yeah, so you can't actually do that. So you don't get the errors unless you're actually running it. Just as a word of warning. But that comes with a caveat of if you're running it, then sometimes your game will crash because you end up getting like a loop that just never ends, and yeah, so just be careful, okay? Can't be changed later. Toss it around. Where is it at? So please. Could actually make an adult joke, but I'm not going to. So yeah, so there's variables and constants, okay? There's also only 2 types of variables in this. Okay, so we got text, okay, which if you put it like this, okay, and then the variable type, it just defaults it to either 0 or null text. And the other one is, of course, number. There is also a modifier, okay, for variables, and that is storage, okay? As far as I know, you should only need to go storage var or storage array, because an array is another type as well. That's not really a var, but it is at the same time. It's just one's kind of a list instead, but I'll cover that in a minute. And all this does, okay, is the information is essentially retained between reboots and program modifications. And they're always defaulted to 0. Because I believe you have no choice but to go like this. I haven't played around with storage. I know it exists. I've seen it in the documentation. But yeah. holds strings, holds I'm totally gonna be butchering. Yeah, I totally butchered that. Holds numeric values. Okay. What else is there? There is the includes, but I kind of showed you that in the first video, so I'm not too worried about that. There's built-in functions and stuff like that. Ooh, right. So, for any non-programmers, right? So we have variable b, okay, in it here. If I go like this, it'll go up in value after, okay? And something I haven't actually tried with this is, oh. Okay, so that doesn't work. But this does. And that's whining because it's a constant. Yay, issues. But yeah, so you can put your two pluses or two negatives after a numerical variable, and it will add or subtract 1 to that value. There's also a bunch of string-based stuff as well. I'm not going to get into all of it. Well, probably any of it, for that matter. But it's like you can go like that, and you can add, I don't know, YouTube. Right, we'll actually come up here. We'll switch this to hello. Put a space there, and then I will print out that. See, so now it says hello YouTube. It's essentially concatenating and adding to the end. Alright? If you just want it to become the new value, it just equals. And for all your numerical stuff, right? Like you'd have b equals, I don't know, 1 times 9. You can also get, I believe, remainder with, let me check. Because apparently they got rounding. Yes, so they got addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, remainders, and power. So it's like I go to the power of 2 kind of thing. This is made by the developers, so there might be stuff that's not listed anywhere from me in that I'm not entirely sure on. Like, you can also go b times equals, like 99. This is valid. It will just times whatever the hell b is by 99. You can also do division, adding, subtracting, remainder, or modulus, and to the power. And like I've already said, for words, there is concatenating text. For your conditionals, you have your typical if x is equal to y, if it is greater or less than but not equal to, or not equal to. You got greater than, less than or equal to, greater or equal to. And oh, apparently just and also works. Okay, so or also works. That or is fairly normal as well. How about nor? Zor? Okay, so Zor is also a thing, but nor is not. Okay. Well, I guess there wouldn't be a reason for you to really have a nor, because that's technically just not equals to. So, you also have your trailing operator. So if it's like a string, I don't know, round, for instance, if it's a number variable, you could round it if it's a decimal in order to make it go up or down based on its values. I shall just leave that. You have your typecasting, which is either text to number. Booleans technically don't exist. It's just numbers in this. You have your typical just normal concatenating, so it could be like A is equal to B and C kind of thing. And then I believe not also works. So essentially, if it is a 0, it would become a 1, and if it's a 1, it would become a 0 kind of thing. I don't know if that one changes other things. It's kind of like a Boolean though. But yeah, that is the basics of variables. Ooh, and any variables you post in here is local. Alright, because if I come in here, go number. Alright, if I come into update, I can't go local. Of course, this is just gonna whine that way. But yeah, see, a leading variable name. Wait, where the hell is that? 29? Oh, is equal to 0. Yep, see, so now it's saying that that is incorrect. And now that up there has been corrected, it's essentially stating this doesn't exist because up here is a local variable. Yeah, so that's variables in a nutshell in Archean. I will see you guys, I don't know, maybe touch on user-defined functions next? I'm not entirely sure. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, bye!